last 10 years, all mostly related to accounts and administrative officer. She has in most recent years been fortunate enough to be able to explore and find a little bit more about herself and grow while helping out at Agorasingaporespeakers Club and then running our. You like her cakes?
Yes!
Let's give Shona an applause.
Yes.
So, in Agora, she gets a lot of support and encouragement from all the members. And being in this organization has helped her through a very difficult situation at home, and which later helped her find a sense of fulfillment. Shona feels that in our daily busyness, we often forget to spend time with ourselves and connect with ourselves. She feels that we should keep some time to ourselves away from the distractions. Shona wants us to realize how much of the difference being alone, being calm, and being quiet can make in our lives. So within 7 minutes, Shona will speak on the importance of quiet time.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yes. So today the topic I'm going to speak on is about the importance of quiet time. And to start off with, quiet time means different things to different people. To a Christian, that may mean sometime in the morning or in the evening, a conversation with God, just sitting quietly, bringing His face to their minds, and seeing what He has in store for us, and maybe that kind of a conversation that could be. And for another person, quiet time could be meditation. It's again another way of being with yourself, a way of connecting to yourself through your breath. So it's more about awareness, the feeling that there's something in you or in a force outside that you believe in that is going to guide you and lead you through the day. So this time we often miss in our daily lives. I find that in myself too. Every day you run from one thing to the other, and then suddenly you realize, what are you really doing? Why did you start on that, or why did you start on this, and suddenly you are all confused. So this probably can be avoided if we do manage to take some time and before every day, and at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, if we can sit down and think to ourselves, what are we doing today? And at the end of the day, what have we done? And why did we do it? And what have we learned? I guess even for children, very often parents put them in so many classes that they hardly have time to know who they are, what their real interests are. And I believe that's a very important learning for them as they grow older. As they pass through the different stages, they lose themselves otherwise, because they're doing what their parents tell them is important. They don't realize what their interests are. That only comes when you have that time for yourself, to look at others, to look at yourself. And I think that will help everyone around. So thank you for listening.
To me, personally speaking, quiet time is very important. Why is it important? Because currently I'm in university, so I will get caught up with projects and all this, and then I guess it's natural for us to compare with other people. So I will say, oh my god, like my friends have all these skills and then I don't have, so okay, I need to catch up and all those. But then again, right, at the end of the day, after all my projects, after my day has ended, when I try to unwind, ask myself, is this all the skills that I have is because they gear themselves towards a certain aim? Then I ask myself, is that what I want? Yeah. Then from there, then I realized that, yes, we live in a fast-paced world, but then at the same time, we shouldn't be trying to catch up with others so much that we forgot about ourselves. We lose a part of ourselves. We lose our interest, just like what Shona has shared with us. So thank you so much.
Since she had a lot of time, I would have expected her to maybe put us through an exercise. Like say, can you close your eyes and maybe just concentrate on your brand or something. If that habit would have been more engaging, and we would realize that really reflect on why we really need that quiet time, even if it's a few minutes. So that's just my sharing.
You don't like me, you don't clap. Better clap, Shona, I've heard you speak many times, but today I was surprised your speech is only 2 minutes something.
14 seconds.
40 seconds. Speech should be at minimum 5 minutes. That should be okay, minimum 5 minutes, right? Your quiet time was quite useful for us because those who do not have quiet time, now you start to think, why should you have a quiet time? On the other hand, is those who do not have quiet time, what would be the disadvantage? What is your life like without quiet time? So you engage your audience, ask this question, what would your life be? You know, what would your life be without quiet time? And then the other one is she talk about religion, Christian. So what are some people are not Christian here, so what do they do?
Join Christian.
As who said? Siti was saying, give more examples because it's really too short. Give your own incident. So one day you did not have quiet time, and another day you have quiet time. So how was your life be and happiness and so forth, right? So I think that's about all because there's nothing much to do. But anyway, you're very